Beginning this lesson, lesson 1, understanding the I Ching, I would like to express that the I Ching is an oracle system that can be used by anyone. Anyone who has the ability to read and write and create the hexagrams that are needed to determine which hexagram and or hexagrams are responding to your query. It is not an occult or secret society or secret rendition of various different secret handshakes and mumbo jumbo. It is very clear, crisp, and accessible to anyone who wishes to learn a little bit more about how to use it. You really have to study. As you can see, there are 64 hexagrams, which can lead to 4,096 variations on a theme. And that requires a lot of study. It also enhances your ability to intuit as you live out the information that is given to you in the reading. I rarely express the I Ching, if ever, as a fortune-telling device. It doesn't tell your fortune, but it will advise you on how you can carry on in your various situations that come upon you. It will advise you on what you may need to do in order to enhance your experience. It will advise you knowing somehow, that I have never been able to determine, but somehow it knows what you're destined to achieve and accomplish, what is going to be beneficial to you and what is not going to be beneficial to you, and it will advise you accordingly. Now, sometimes it may advise you to engage in an activity or participate in a relationship, a job, a move to a certain environment, simply because you will learn some life lessons by doing it. And it's not there to shelter you from living and experiencing all that it is that you came here to experience. So in that vein, it's important to know that you may get some readings that you will be surprised that you got. I found in my experience that many times when people are wanting to get out of a situation, for example, they want to leave a particular job or they want to get out of a certain relationship, they go to the oracle to see if it's the thing to do right now. And oftentimes the oracle will say, relax. This is not the time for you to venture out. It will say to you in a way that you kind of get it, that the I Ching is just not going along with you. It's like you want the oracle to say, you're right, and this is the thing to do, and get on out there and do it. Or get away from that person, or close the door on this situation. That's not how the I Ching works. The I Ching is about developing you spiritually, emotionally. It's about developing you as a person, as a human being, as a spirit. It's about developing you so that you can reach your highest goals. And if going through a particular difficult situation is going to help you to reach your highest goal, then it will encourage you to do that. It will discourage you away from things that are not going to support you in the long run. I also want to mention again about how sometimes it is perceived as some type of magical entity that is just doing things or giving you responses that are magical. That's not true. For the I Ching is the book of changes, and it deals with one reaction leading to another reaction, causing another reaction, causing another reaction. And so because of its ability to see beyond the present moment and to see behind you and before you, it will present a situation to you that you feel that you didn't even create, when in fact you had much to do with it. You'll find that a lot in the 24th hexagram return. So it's important to understand the purpose that the I Ching has in relating to you. And if you insist on continuing to ask and ask and ask the same question over and over again, the oracle will continue to give you the same answer. It doesn't even matter how many times you change it. It will give you the exact same answer or some variation of that, because you haven't learned your lesson. So when you learn the lesson of the situation, then you will get a different reading. Up until that time, you have to be patient. One of the things that I strongly suggest before going to the oracle is that you calm yourself down and that you are in a state of mind where you have no expectations. That's difficult for us as human beings living on this planet. Many times we have so many expectations lined up, built up, that we just don't even realize how many expectations we have until we get a reading that tends to lead us away from what we thought we wanted to hear or what we thought the oracle would say. So it's very good to clear your mind, burn some very nice incense, move everything out of the way that is going to distract you, and focus. It's very important that you focus. One of the things that I often tell my students is that when you speak or communicate or interact with the I Ching, you're dealing with elders. And typically they act like parents. And so if you rush in to try to get an answer, they will calmly respond to you and ask you to calm down. And so you will get that from the reading. You might get a reading like keeping still, or you might get a reading like 57, which is gentle penetration, or you might get taming power of the small, or taming power of the great, which is very representative of a forceful power. Again, it's not about chance. The oracle is designed in such a way that it is able to read the energy around you. It's able to read what's going on in your frequency. So you may think that that's just by chance. However, if you continue to utilize the oracle, you will see that there is no chance happening here, but that it is a reaction to a reaction to a reaction to a reaction. And it's called the Book of Changes for one of those many reasons, that things are always changing. And today it may be this way and tomorrow it may be that way, but the Book of Changes is clear that things are changing. And the change is caused by the polarities that we experience, especially in this third dimensional world. The polarities are the polarity, the extremes that we experience in this third dimensional world. So we'll continue on from there.